Hello friends, I am Dr. Jitendra Joshi, the President of Global India Business Forum, a leading international business chamber in the world now. And today we are here in the embassy of Namibia in Delhi. And I am really happy with us today, the Excellency High Commissioner of Namibia in India with us. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I am grateful that we have this opportunity to have a conversation today. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Excellency, and we welcome you for this very important interview for our Indian audience, those who want to know more about Namibia and the business opportunities, the culture of Namibia. So we are going to discuss today in depth. Friends, Namibia is very beautiful country, is the southern African country. It got the independence in 1990 from South Africa, and previously it was been colonized by Germany till First World War. Namibians are known to be a very beautiful and very good people, good hospitality. The total population of Namibia is around 3.1 million people. And friends, the very important thing, there is a great opportunity for the business also, apart from the great cultural activity. And today we are going to discuss more about Namibian business, Namibian opportunity. Even the Namibian players also one of the best athletes in the world. So Excellency, we just want to know before we start our some business and bilateral related trade discussion between Namibia and India. Will you please throw some light on about the Namibian culture, the great culture, music, dances? We know good dances in Namibia, and the great people of Namibia. Will you please throw some light on that, please?
Thank you once again, Doctor. Before I venture into that discussion, I want to take opportunity of this platform to extend on behalf of Namibia our great appreciation, particularly to your business forum. One significant issue that I can bring to the fore now is we had our para athletes just a fortnight ago, which you felicitated, and they were really extremely quite happy with the hospitality and the support that they have enjoyed in India, in particular Delhi. Doctor, I come from a great country called Namibia. Namibia is a very diverse country with so many different cultural diversities, but in the end, of course, coming together, unified as a unitary state. Now, given the different cultures that are there, our cultural diversity is quite rich. We have different food cuisines, different traditional performances, and different cultural practices. That makes us what we are, as Namibia is a different people, but as a one nation.
So Namibia is such a great country. The culture you said is definitely we'll love to be in Nigeria soon. With maybe many of our businessmen will be keen to come to Namibia. Excellency, as Namibia is quite big country. It's size wise is also quite big, and the one side is ocean, and apart from that you are surrounded by the important countries like the South Africa, Angola, Zambia, Zimbabwe. Even Botswana is one of the important country. And in that scenario, if we see the bilateral trade for India, Namibia is definitely one of the important partner, we can say. And if I am not wrong, maybe our Prime Minister Mr. Modi recently visited Namibia, so it proves that India cares, and India always believe that bilateral trade is very important. And as a matter of fact, I think maybe 2-3 years back, Namibia has gifted the some cheetahs also to India. So it is the great relationship. So we just want to know about the bilateral trade between Namibia and India. It is growing. how you see as a High Commissioner of Namibia in India in the next 5 years, if you can talk till 2030, how you think how this bilateral trade will improve and what needs to be done more between Namibia and India from the both the government side, so that it will be useful for the business.
Um, Doctor, you started off by acknowledging that the country is quite large,
Yeah.
which I wish to confirm. Namibia, to be exact, is 1/4
Yeah.
the size of India. Earlier on, you also mentioned our population, which is just slightly over 3 million. Yes, indeed, Namibia is a large country. In our national anthem, we say land of contrast.
Okay.
That is because we have a package in different parts of Namibia where on the coastal sides it is beautiful, beautiful sand dunes. We are a coastal country, meaning that we have the Atlantic Ocean on one part of our country, that is at the
Western border.
At the western border.
Yeah.
So it's a very safe country, very, very stable country. A country that is really conducive and very attractive for potential investors and for traders. Now, coming to the bilateral relations, yes, we are still very excited. Excited in the sense that a few months ago, on the 9th of July, we had the privilege and the excitement of having the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, paying us a state visit. We have our current sitting president. So this is the first state visit to Namibia, which of course amplifies how we attach and see India as a friend, as a partner. Yes, you may recall, Doctor, that before our independence, India was one of the first countries that accorded our then political movement, which is the ruling party, the first diplomatic mission, fully fledged diplomatic mission, right here in Delhi. So our relations date back, even when we were in pursuit of our independence. Now, over the years, coming to trade, trade has been growing quite significantly. We have just, as of recent, surpassed over 800 million trade relations. So that is quite significant. It is growing, and it's growing on a daily basis, with various opportunities in different areas. But this is only trade, right? Without having to really mention on investments and so on. So the future is quite bright. The opportunities to do business in Namibia is really ample. India is a good friend. We have transparent policies in terms of doing business with Namibia, and of course we can go into these conversations of so many things and the opportunities that are there.
Yeah, this Excellency, definitely it proves, as our Prime Minister visited there, and you rightly said, immediately while independence, actually India, you brought the first delegation to India, and it proves that for last 33 years, almost 35 years, almost now, the trade is definitely started increasing step by step, and as we know, it is one of the stable government also in Africa. This is a very important thing. The Namibian government is stable, and in fact, we know that this is the best governed country in Africa also for last so many years. So this, friends, always proves that for the business we need this stability, and as Excellency has rightly said, we also need the security aspect is also important. So both are there, the stability and security. So we are going to discuss further with Excellency the more business opportunity in Namibia. We'll join you soon. Thank you.
Yeah, the Central Procurement Board, when government wants to procure goods and services, they would advertise that on this website. So what I have been informing the business people here is to be always on the lookout, to once in a while check this website, because that is where our tenders are advertised.
Reflected.
Yeah, for the past 2 years or so, I know there had been some supplies of tractors and agricultural implements coming right from here, from India. It is because of the business people, frequently checking what is there, and they participate in these international tenders.
Bidding.
Yeah, and then obviously when they win the bids, then they become the suppliers. So one can really start doing business immediately with Namibia. And then of course, if a business person wants to set up operations in Namibia, because for tenders one does not necessarily have to have the presence in Namibia.
No actually formal company required there.
It can be the existing international company. But then, if one wants to do business in Namibia, trading and so on, and the process of registering a business is very easy, very smooth, quick. We have a central entity called BIPA. BIPA, yeah.
What is the full form, Excellency?
Business Intellectual Property Agency.
Business Intellectual Property Agency.
Yes. There's that entity that will facilitate the registration of businesses. Of course, with our assistance, it is a very smooth process. Right. All necessary documentations one can obtain from their website, and one can do that. For potential investors, now our explanation or definition of an investor is not just a person doing trade, taking commodities and selling, but if somebody, for example, wants to put up, let's say, a private hospital in Namibia, or a clinic or whatsoever, which I must mention is also a need, because India is the pharma of the world, and you have so many experts and so on. Putting up even a hospital or so will serve our country very better, and it will be beneficial for a person setting up a practice like that. Now, that will be an investment. Now, investors, we have now the Namibia Investment Promotion and Development Board. This government entity, state-owned enterprise, is dedicated only to service potential investors, so that you don't have an investor running from or going from one place to another. You go to a central place.
Single window.
Yeah, single window, exactly. And then you are assisted fully. If there is a requirement for one maybe to procure land, or you want to rent offices and so on, all that can be facilitated by NIPDB. That is now the abbreviation for the Namibia Investment Promotion and Development Board. So it's very easy to do business in Namibia. Like I said, it is a very safe country, not only for the investment, but for the for the people. We have beautiful, beautiful cities and towns. You are going to be very comfortable. The only limitation is so far we don't have so many restaurants, Indian restaurants in Namibia.
Okay.
But the restaurants are there. So there shouldn't be any worry that you go to Namibia, maybe you will not find your local
But they
cuisines.
can test the local cuisine.
That we always invite and encourage that. We know there's a good number of people that are vegetarians. In any hotel whatsoever, one would find vegetarian food. Just like all over across the globe. We have world standard infrastructures and international standard hotels and beautiful lodges. Of course, we were honored not so long back when you hosted us, Doctor, at your beautiful facility.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. So things like that, we want more.
Right.
Because wildlife in Namibia is really in abundance. Namibia, that is why we could and why we are proud to say that we host the world's largest population of cheetahs. And
Yes,
in terms of our diplomatic relations, soft diplomacy, we are also collaborating on that with India. So tourism is another area. Of course, so many beautiful areas that are very scenic. We have national parks for animals, the Tosha being one. So the infrastructures, whether it is in the hospitality and so on, all of these ones are really needed. There's business cases to justify that.
So friends, as we are discussing, and it's really nice to listen from the excellency, there's so many business opportunities that if we can summarize in terms of business, that somebody should not just restrict only for Namibia. As excellency is rightly saying, maybe you are in Namibia, but you should also doing business in the surrounding countries like Angola, Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa. So there is a huge opportunity, not just in Namibia as a country, but the surrounding countries also you can cater. And apart from that, as excellency has rightly suggested, the safety, security, and the government is taking care for the investors. So the investor security is really matter, like the agency, the centralized agency like BIPA or NIPDB is the agency, the centralized agency, where actually you will get the proper guidance for the various kind of business in the infrastructure, in the tourism industry, lot of opportunity for the clinical or hospital related opportunities, education also. So it's ample of opportunity in Namibia you need to explore. And the most important, as we are discussing, the agriculture, food processing, these are very important areas. Logistics also is one of the very important area for time to come. So excellency, is really nice to know the Namibian government is taking so much opportunities are exploring for businessmen, those who are interested to come in Namibia. So friends, this is the best opportunity, and whenever you think you want some information, you can approach the Namibian High Commission in Delhi. You can also approach even the Global India Business Forum, any offices. We are there to support and guide about the opportunities in Namibia. And we are also taking the delegations also. So those who are keen, not just for this delegation, but the next year delegations also. But definitely you need to visit Namibia. So this is the time of Africa, and we need to explore that. So excellency, we are discussing about the bilateral trade of India and Namibia, and you rightly said it's a lot of opportunities are there in Namibia for Indian businessmen. So when we study Namibia and we see the opportunities, so there are some specific sector like the mining is very important sector, like the gold, silver, diamond mining is which definitely important area to explore. Apart from that, agriculture is also another area we find another 3 4 important area. So we just want to listen from you which sector you prefer that the Indian businessman should focus on these areas of business for the next 5 to 10 years, so that the growth of business will be definitely on the higher side.
Um, Thank you once again, Doctor. The investment opportunities in terms of the sectors in Namibia are not restricted. So it means that the opportunities are there in all of the sectors. Of course, there are sectors where we have more opportunities than the others. But before I mention specifically the sectors, Doctor, it is important to understand, especially for business people, because earlier on we made mention of Namibia having a population of only over 3 million. Namibia and the region, in terms of our neighborhood as a country, we have our neighbors. We belong to a regional bloc, which we call SADC.
Okay.
SADC is a consumer base of more than 380 million. So when one is located in Namibia, you have access to this market, immediate market. But then it is also important to mention that besides that, Namibia has signed up for a number of preferential free trade agreements.
Okay.
Yeah, with the Americas, with Europe, and so on. Now, the whole of Africa has become a continental free trade area. It means one will have market to the whole of Africa. It is more like a domestic market. So it takes away the concern of that potential investors may have that why should I go to a country with a small population? That is out of the way. Now, coming to the specific sectors, we are, and I think majorly the same applies to almost many other African countries, net importers of so many commodities. For Namibia, even to an extent of a net importer of food, agricultural projects. That therefore implies that agriculture has vast investment opportunities.
Huge fertile land and water availability.
Availability of land is there. So we are looking for investors. The manufacturing space is also so many things can be set up. Whether it is now the manufacturing of machineries, whether it is manufacturing of pharmaceutical, the medicines and drugs, because we don't have the manufacturing capacity. So whoever comes first, obviously you can imagine that our spending just on the health sector in terms of sourcing medicine and so on, and this is in billions. Yeah. So a local entity having a manufacturing facility will take advantage of the government spending. Whether it is in the education sector, whether it is tourism. Tourism is a very, very booming sector.
Yes.
I can tell you, Doctor, that if you are to come to Namibia, you will be amazed with the number of people, the influx of tourists that are coming in and leaving. And that is really on a daily basis. Now, Namibia in the past 3 years, to our excitement, started discovering massive deposits of oil and gas.
Okay.
Which are now under development because discovery is one thing, but putting up the necessary infrastructures for the extraction takes 5 years and so on.
But the future will be very bright because of it.
It has generated a lot of interest, has attracted, and I'm speaking about international companies that are there, that are doing the explorations and so on. Not only for oil and gas, but the other mining minerals as well. Of course, diamond, we have been one of the leading countries amongst few others, Botswana and so on, in terms of the gems that comes from Namibia. Our diamonds for any parcel becomes a game changer.
Okay.
Now, of late, and which is also a very exciting thing, we have been seeing so many Indian individuals and entities, companies going to Namibia, looking at marbles and granites. We have granite stones that are of international standard.
Okay.
Not so long back, I had an opportunity of taking a delegation from here, a small delegation of people. We ended up in Namibia, Caribbean, and they ended up signing a supply agreement of sourcing marbles and granites for over close to 4 million Namibian dollars per month. So opportunities really in the various sectors is unlimited. India, we know, excels in so many things, whether it is technology. Technology is the future. We want to come or to have companies in these sectors finding their space, their rightful space in Namibia in terms of that, fintech, and so on and so forth. So really, there's no limitation as far as that is concerned. And the beauty in terms of the policy that you mentioned earlier on, Doctor, is our policies are non-discriminatory. Whether it is a local investor or a foreign investor, the treatment is the same. The protection of investments of people that is provided for in our constitution at that highest level. The repatriation of capital is permitted. So if you invest and you want to repatriate your investment at any given time, one will be able to do so without restrictions and so on. We don't do that. We have even currently in terms of the supply of products and services, goods and services, our policies are very transparent. We have an entity called the Central Procurement Board, where the government of Namibia.
We were discussing about the various business opportunity, but if you can specifically discuss more about mining area, because Africa is known for mining for last so many years, and if we talk specifically about Namibia, like the uranium, the gold and silver and many more minerals are available in Namibia, as the report says. So will you please throw some specific light about those who are keen in mining, how to go about this particular business in Namibia?
Yeah, thank you so much for this very good and important question. Yeah, mining opportunities in Namibia is also really quite diverse in terms of the different um, minerals that are there. Yeah, Namibia, of course, is very closely associated with diamonds. For a number of years, I spoke about our diamonds being gemstones. We have so many from gold. Uranium, we are currently the third largest producer of uranium. You can talk about lithium and so on. Yeah, so many that can be explored in Namibia. Now, the question for that a potential investor may ask is, if I want to explore mining, how does it work? How can I go about doing so? It is really very easy and straightforward. The majority of people that are venturing in this space applies for mining permits. It's not the government that will dictate where you would want to do your explorations. It is the choice of the potential investor. Now we have the website. If one goes on the website of the Ministry of Mines, now called the Ministry of Industries, Mines and Energy of Namibia, they have a portal. This portal is dedicated to give advanced, sophisticated information, and that will help a potential investor to understand the opportunities and so many other information, where the mines are existing. It even goes as far as, because there's a map, and if you are pointing at one area, of course, then it gives you a whole host of data. What are the minings that are existing there? What type of minerals, mineralization, rock formation, and really a lot of many things that I'm not familiar with because I'm not from that sector. And then also, one can apply for these EPLs online. We have a few times during the year, maybe 3 or more, when the windows are open, where one will therefore specifically make a selection after your investigations. Namibia has done aerial surveys and so on that are helpful to geologists who understand the field. So one therefore can apply for an EPL. Once the approval is granted, they can then take it further to do the explorations. There are experts, there are private companies that can assist in this regard. But then one can also look at the opportunity of going into a joint venture with some of the locals who are holders of EPLs, because there are quite a number of people. Because obtaining a permit is easy. It's very easy. It's not costly. It's very much affordable, and the process is straightforward. So therefore, some of our citizens, private individuals, also have EPLs. One therefore can go into a potential partnership They have the EPL. You come with the resources. You
What
go
is the
into-
full form of EPL, Excellency? Full form of EPL?
It is the exploration permits for.
Okay, exploration
mining.
payment.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
okay,
it is that permit
okay.
that you are the holder of. You have the
Area.
permit for to do your exclusive exploration in a particular area.
Okay,
And if you do your explorations and you now realize that the resources are justifying putting up a mine, and then you go ahead and then the Ministry of Mines will then issue with the mining rights, moving from the exploration permit to the mining permit. Or one can also explore for to acquire some of the existing mines. There has been cases where the owners, for whatever reasons, want to sell their mine, and then you definitely may do so. So mining, if you look at the mines that are operational in Namibia, these are international mines. Companies from Europe, from the USA, from all over, from Asia, and so on. Since our government is really not that much involved in the extraction.
okay.
These are private entities that are doing so. So we invite our friends when you will lead your delegations to come. When we have delegations, Doctor, our organizations are good. We make arrangements so that each one, despite having different people that are interested in different sectors, each one will have an opportunity to engage with the right entities, with the ministers and the technocrats who are responsible for their relevant
Specific areas,
sectors.
yeah. Sectors, yes.
Yeah. Our delegation comes back extremely very happy.
Okay.
And what I can also assure you is because of how the easiness of getting from one place and the ease access to offices, some of the delegations initially, because they don't know, they will go, but after a while they are even comfortable to travel alone to Namibia.
Okay.
But we'll give you all the support. We'll give them all the support at any given time. Like you have mentioned, Doctor, if there's information required, or if you have members of your business forum and they need information, please do not hesitate to let us know. We'll make time to speak to them. Or if they want us to go where they are, all over India, we are available to do that.
Sure.
We can go and if we are requested, if you request us anytime, we will be happy to go and see your members anywhere in India.
Thank you, Excellency. It's really great information about mining and how to explore, how to go about it, and I think this is important that the guys, those who will be keen, and we are definitely going to promote this particular subject of mining across the interested businessmen also. So, Excellency, we are at the closing of this particular important interview. As you know, the Global India Business Forum last 3 years arranging India-Africa Business Conclave back to back, and it's a very good response because more than 20-25 countries, High Commissioner, Ambassador, diplomats participated, and the response was also very good. Like in Pune recently, almost 1,000 companies have participated and more than 150 companies from Africa. Before just closing the interview, we just want to know about your opinion, because as you are participated in Ahmedabad also in the last year and in Pune also, and you already in India for last more than 5 years now. So your opinion matters. That the chamber like Global India Business Forum efforts, how it will be fruitful for the Africa in future.
Mr. President of Global India Business Forum, you are our link, the easiest link, the most efficient link between us as missions on behalf of our countries and the business people. You have been making our life very, very easier in the sense that number one, you have your networks with business people that are looking for the opportunities for the connection with Africa, and you have been bringing us together. Now, instead of this mission speaking to one business person at a time in a day, but I now had the opportunity of speaking to over 1,000 of business people, reputable business people, in one day. When we go to your conclaves that you have been successfully arranging, as diplomats, we come and we, in fact, give more information than this interview. We give presentations. The business people afterwards, they have a one-on-one engagement with us with their specific questions and requirements. And we, therefore, during these conclaves, have the opportunity to clarify all the necessary information to them. So we thank you greatly for that, and we hope you will continue to do that for us. And equally, we had some companies from Africa, from our respective countries. They also get to interact as business to business and share the opportunities, because in as much as we are promoting our countries and sharing the opportunities from there, our business people are also looking for the opportunities, and at these forums they get to understand and they get to discuss how they can explore some opportunities together. Please continue doing this, because this is the only way how we can bridge some of the perceived challenges that are there. Some people, they don't know information, so your platforms are creating opportunities for them to get more information. And you have been to many African countries. When you have delegations, because you have the confidence, they draw that confidence from you. At least the first time, some people, they have questions. It is only after they have seen our environment.
True.
Then they are very comfortable. Then they tell us that no, we had wrong perceptions. Now we are very clear. Africa has opportunities for business. So please hold our hand as Namibia, because through you we are doing so many things. We have confidence in your business forum, and please continue to be a friend to us.
Thank you, Excellency, for such a nice words. And definitely, Global India Business Forum is committed for Africa, and we know Africa is the future of the world. And we got really good response, and all the conferences or the forums are conclaves are successful because of the presence of you and your counterpart in the different countries. And friends, as we are here in Namibian Embassy today, and Excellency has given such a great information that we need to shake hand together with African various countries. And today, as we talk more about Namibia, is such a beautiful country, the ample of opportunity in various fields. Please go through this interview in depth, and if you have any queries, please do come to us, please do contact embassy, and we will ensure we will support you for the handholding of various kind of business. And thank you, Your Excellency, for your great information, and we'll be in touch. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. President.